long one. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna start with you, Liarboss, because you're just that irrelevant to me. Also, if I go down, I'll be on YouTube momentarily while I wait for an appeal to get it back, because that's how it goes. But anyway, Liarboss, you posted a video yesterday, right? And I just want to thank you for the laughs. What is going on here? Hold on a second, y'all. Hi, Wendy. Sorry. I hope everybody is having as good a day as I am, okay? My YouTube is linked in the link tree. Because I got such a laugh out of this girl. My God. Give me a second. Let me get to the video, and then I'll find one.
It was somebody from...
Hold on. Better? Yes, y'all. Also, I turned it off. None of my mods have box access until things die down a bit, because it gets a little crazy, okay? So, sorry. Back to it, okay?
They were driving their own vehicle. That's... Somebody else said it was somebody from the court. It was somebody from the court. They were driving their own vehicle, so I was able to run the plate.
Really? How'd you do that? I want to know how you ran a plate. Because if you're still walking around this here tickety-tock and saying I'm a felon, you can't run a plate. I'm going to say it again. I know who that car was at Lisa's parents' house. I know why they were there. But y'all don't. Now let me tell you why this is important, okay? This is important because Nicole took a picture of the truck that was in front of Lisa's parents' house, then sent that to Reaper. Reaper did not vet that information and posted it claiming it was a constable. It was not. I am not the only person that knows who that was, by the way. There are several of us, okay? But that's just one instance that I know 100% without a doubt was not vetted and posted. Okay, I know whose truck that was, but I also want to know how you ran a plate. Thank you, Aaron. Because you have public access to plates, yes, but not the information behind them. So I want to know how and whose name is that, because that's also incorrect.
To Robert J. Biel.
You're wrong. That's a flat out fucking lie. That is a lie. I know whose truck that was. So does other people. Just so we're all on the same. There's probably at least a solid 5 people, possibly more. But you made this video straight lying. This is a straight lie.
Biel? I googled the guy and found him.
That's a
He's
lie.
A constable.
That's a lie.
Ronnie, Villain, whoever's on there saying, he was there to get the cats. You guys don't know what you're talking about.
That's exactly what it was.
He's a constable.
Wrong.
He was from the courts.
How about this? I'll even make you more crazy. It was a female. How's that? It was a female, okay? So you're wrong. Not only are you wrong, you're lying. You are lying. I know who that car's registered to, and I know her name, okay? You're lying. Okay? That's a lie. Flat out lie. I don't know why you did it. You thought you were doing something. Do you think that I can't access that plate? Is that why you didn't give the plate number? But no, you cannot access. Just so everybody understands, you might be able to access the plate, but the information attached to that plate is not public. Okay? I hope that you understand that. and I will say it again, I know who was in that truck. I know why they were there, and so does many other people. So no, that's a lie. Flat out lie. Okay, next. Gabby. We're going to talk about Gabby for a second, okay? I still don't believe you about the fertility drugs. If you had your, we know who was in the truck. That's just what, and it was not a male. So I'm sorry. They're also not affiliated with the court in any way that I know of. Anyway, hi. I'm just going over, like, really the people that are quick so that way I could get through. If you had your birth control removed in September and you've had 2 pregnancies, nobody is putting you on fertility drugs. You realize that some of us have, like, a medical background. If a doctor put you on fertility drugs, it is highly unethical. Okay? Because according to you, you've had 2 pregnancies in just, what, 9 months, 8 months? That would never happen. Also, just so you understand, you do not need another child in a home when you can't take care of the one you have. Just being honest, okay? A little alarming. I don't know what you're doing other than fucking rage baiting and pissing more women off. You know? It doesn't work that way. It's either you faked 2 miscarriages. Hi, Jakey. It's either you faked 2 miscarriages, okay? Or you're having infertility problems. Thank you, guys. It can't be both. It can't be both, okay? It can't be both. So which one is it? Did you lie about the miscarriages? Or did you get put on fertility meds? You know? Can't be both. Can't be both. Just what I agree. Y'all, rage baiting. Also, just so everybody understands, rage baiting is now against community guidelines. It sure is. I did peep the Reddit page really quick. Okay, I know that, but you know. I did peep the Reddit page really quick, and y'all are doing really good with taking them down. Leading me on to my next one, Dani. I'm gonna tell you out of my own mouth, you leave Mask Guy Johnny the fuck alone. Okay? If you do not want me digging into your shit, you leave him the fuck alone. Do you understand me? The audacity of you, okay, to be running your mouth about his mom dying being karma. Yeah, your mods too. I'm talking to y'all too. That's not karma, all right? But speaking of karma, if you're scamming people out of money under the presence of cancer, do you think you have good karma? Is that what you think? Do you think that you're gonna have good karma while you're stealing from people? And Mask Guy Johnny wasn't wrong, okay? You went into the hospital and you think that forgives all of your behavior, and that's just not true. That's not true. And somebody losing a loved one is never going to be karma, okay? Also, I'm not gonna, just hi Jesse, just really quickly, after I had my son, I got septic. The last thing that I was doing was being on a live stream, okay? I couldn't even hold my newborn son. I was so sick. And I'm just gonna leave that out there. You know, I can't prove it. I can't prove it. But it's right. And I've given you grace, but I will not give you grace when it comes to Mask Guy Johnny. And you could take that as you may. But if I had, thank you guys, sorry, if I get distracted and then I lose my train of thought and it becomes a mess. But no, you're gonna leave him alone because you have done a bunch of fuck shit on this app and you really don't want a Dani series along with your sister. I promise you, you don't. See, people get what I do confused a lot of times. I dig. That's what I do, right? That's what I'm good at. I dig, right? And you'll also be really, I guess, what's the word, surprised to know that any crimes I find while digging do get turned over to the appropriate authorities. Just so we're all on the same page, okay? I want everybody to understand that. It takes me time because I'm thorough. It takes me time because I make sure I fact check, right? Some of y'all don't know much about that. I fact check the things that I'm saying, okay? So, Dani, you got me? You're going to leave Mask Guy Johnny alone, and karma is never going to be somebody passing away. Hi, Jess. Never. That's not karma, all right? Karma has everything to do with your intentions behind the motive, like the motivation and the intention behind your actions. Do you think that you have good intentions? Now, I'll give you a little bit of grace here. I do not think you're as bad as your sister as far as the lies go. But you showed last night. First of all, and also just so you know, I'm the big dog, not you, babe. Okay. You have no idea the strings that I pull on the back end all over the place. Just because I don't have to come up on here and tell people what I do. But there are people that know. Some people call me a fairy godmother because I just go this and it's done. Why? Because people understand that if I'm asking for something, I have a reason. I have a reason. So, I don't think you're a big dog. Also, just really quickly, he's got plenty of videos without a mask. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Did you not? You don't know what a hobby is? Is that the dilemma here? You steal from people as a hobby and he makes masks. What's gonna have a better karma? I'll wait. Wild. Okay. Moving right along. Gabby, I couldn't hack shit. Okay? I heard that you were saying that I hacked something and that's why you can't block the fearless accounts. No, that's not how it goes. You can't block them because you don't know what accounts they're streaming on. Imagine that. People that have been around for a while, they understand that I am extremely technologically challenged, if you will. I go to other people for help with those things. Okay? But I promise you, I'm not hacking fucking anything. It's weird. Right. And that's what he does, and that's his thing. But for her to try to put him down for it is just crazy. I know. I don't have any type of technologically, hi Tracy, ability. You know? Yeah, he makes them. Shit. Dizzy, I'm gonna get back to you if you're here. What up, Squishy? We're gonna move on. I'm trying to leave the meat of it, which is you, Mama Gang Gang, if you're here. You're the brunt of this live, if you will. I'm just trying to get through some other things before I address you. Lori and her friends. Lord, also, just because there's a lot more people in here, Naked Butterfly, please don't use my name as like a weapon. That's not what I do here. It's not. Don't you threaten people using my name. Never gonna be a go for me. People that are my friends understand that. They don't use me as like I'll get villain, right? I don't do that. Just so you know. Hi Sherry. Please don't use my name like doing that stuff. And hi Naps. If I think that you'll figure out, Naked Butterfly, I'm talking to you, that if you're on the wrong side of it, even if you're my friend, you're on the wrong side of it, right? Like you're over here, you know what I mean? And it appears that you're on the wrong side of it. You know, just being honest, I would never, I don't have my friends, I don't offer my friends to come and live with me. I like living alone. So why would I ask you, who I don't even talk to, let's be real, yeah, don't use my name just because you're doing bad things. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I also, when people when people do stuff like that, it kind of makes me backtrack a bit, right? It makes me side-eye, you know, what up? Right, I don't. Everything's on, and I try to be nice about it, but I don't have to be. Don't use my name. I am no one's weapon. I kind of do my own thing these days. Yeah, apparently. Hi, Busafa. Yeah, apparently her daughter, pregnant daughter, was coming to live with me. I knew nothing about it. Not my thing. What up, Birdsert? Okay. I've been really guarded with my location for obvious reason. Yeah, fucking weird. Telling people that I was gonna come for them. First of all, just so everybody understands, I don't know if Supernatural Nikki's in here. I listened to her whole live last night when I got in, and Chantel, I always get confused. She listen, y'all, listen to me. All right, she was not. She had been trying to help that girl for a really long time. And there were people, thank you, Lori, there were people on the back end that were aware of that. Chanel, thank you. Chanel, my opinion, Chanel is a good person. And Chanel really did try. But wait a second. Had Chanel come and blasted Naked Butterfly's issues, y'all would have been mad about that too. Right? People would have been like, oh, she's outing her friends for being in a... Y'all would have been mad. Not y'all. You know what I mean? But like, they would be mad at that. She did the right thing, and when she couldn't contain the problem, she took it public, and she did the right thing. But there absolutely was several of us that knew on the back end that she was trying. So... yeah. Also, for the Mandy that jumped on Supernatural Nikki's, I don't know, Walmart. I really don't, you know, panel. Have you been missing Reaper being called out for her lies? Because it's been happening. It's been happening. I just thought maybe you were a little late to that. But Tracy Noel, she's got shit going on. She does. Yeah, it's a mess. What up, Lily Grace? All right. Lori and friends. Thank you, Dani. All right, hold on. Let me get to the next one. I appreciate y'all. Sorry, no, his name didn't change. He just popped up. I love the clown mask because that is just so appropriate. Thank you, Nisi. I love that one. It's so beautiful. My mentions. I saved a bunch of shit. I'm trying to speed through. Hi, Stewie. Everything else because Mama Gang Gang, you're gonna get the majority of my focus in this live. There's just some things I appreciate, y'all. Thank you, Spada. There's just a couple of things I need to get through so that hopefully I could try to slow down my notifications. Probably not, but you know, usually if people hear me say it, you know, it could stop I'm not even gonna tell y'all because y'all don't really care, but I legitimately have like 700 DMs right now. You're actually the mention I'm looking for, Jesse. Y'all, listen, hold on. It is Lori and her friends. That Psycho Bunny attempted to educate yesterday. One of them might be in here. If you're in here, you could click a box. I saw that you followed me yesterday, I think. This is not gonna work. Jesse, I gotta go to your page. Oh wait, I put it in favorites, I bet. I usually, y'all will see me, like if I favorite your videos, it's probably gonna be a topic of something that I plan on addressing at some point. Of course I didn't. Why would I? Why would I do that? Why would I make it easy for myself? Was it Jesse or Kick Rocks? It was you, Jesse, wasn't it? It was you. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, no, when it goes into my favorites, hi Angie, hi Tara. Sorry guys, I get on rampant.
I was crying, Madonna was crying.
I want to see a video of somebody posting that he was removed. I haven't seen it, y'all, but that doesn't mean much. I appreciate y'all. Hi, Point Blank. Hi, Monster. So I want to see that because I haven't seen anybody say that, you know. Finny's good. Me either. So, I don't think it exists
He
either.
was took.
Yeah.
What? And here he's home. Like they're they straight
You heard of
locked
Gabby, right?
ad, man.
What?
Gabby.
Yeah.
What you just showed Gabby the Adderall one?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know.
She said her son was taken.
They're trying.
EPS, step.
Yeah.
Hi, Velda.
So hard to get Gabby.
He's autistic. He's
I
autistic.
got some shit.
And they got so many people on this app talk about, oh, he's 4, he should be potty trained by now, and this, that, and the other. Let me say,
I don't think it's so much that. I think it's more of the fact that the kid will say, "Oh, I love that, but don't include me." It's a little strange. I know. I miss Charlie too, y'all. I really do. But let me see. I get distracted. Fuck. It's a little weird to me. I think that people have a problem with the fact that she ignores him while she's on alive, and he'll say, "Yeah, it's bad, right?" SSR. He has to go to the bathroom. He has to go to the bathroom. He has to go to the bathroom, and he's just kind of ignored until he just goes, "Hi, Meepers." He just goes and does it himself. You know, I think that's more the problem. You know, don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying. I'm not doing well.
let me tell you something, okay? My son, Bubba, the one that gets up on here, he's on the
speed it
lower
up. I'm
spectrum of
sorry.
autism. You know what?
Never would know it.
I never would have guessed.
Because I didn't.
So real quick, hi Luann. This is just for you personally. You know that, thank you, Naps. You know that people come for Lori, right? So, right, that too. We don't come for kids, right, Lori? We know that, thank you, Smiley. I'm sorry, Bronza. You shouldn't I don't care. You shouldn't involve your kid in that. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna stick to it. What up, Feisty?
Yeah, but I didn't treat him different.
Right.
My neighbor did that to her son. She made him go to all the regular
I know.
classes.
I was struggling, but I came up.
Because
That's
he
why
is
I
on the
wanted
lower
to.
spectrum of autism.
Right.
He was late in life. He was late getting potty
I
trained. He
know.
was late with his speech. I dare motherfucker say something about that.
I don't.
People are cruel. People are
You
cruel.
gotta control.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
too.
Yeah, they talk about like so many things on here. They talk about the way people parent. They talk about people's children. This woman,
Body shaming. Just it's all.
she had a video of a girl saying this girl's on too much Adderall.
She is.
She had a video of a girl on there.
I did.
Where is it?
That's Gabby. That's Gabby.
Hold
That's
on.
the one we're
Hold
talking
on.
about. Yeah.
Her, right?
What I said was, how does she take that much AE, and her brain doesn't work. That's what I said. Just, if you want to quote me, it's preferable if you do it accurately. I said it was the video that I laughed my ass off in, the one which Gabby thought that the Take It Down Act was going to help her in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that's what I said.
Welcome in, everyone. Good morning. I hope you're having a good morning.
She thinks she's the shit.
I am.
I'm telling you.
Why does she get so many likes on her posts?
Because I've been doing this a really long time, and so people know who I am as a person and what I do on these here apps. So that's how.
We lose some followers, that's for sure.
If you are, I need you to get this message out to as many that will hear me. Okay?
You got the room, baby?
Okay. Lori Jones.
Laurie Jones, she's talking about you.
Oh, yeah, they got Lori all over.
Oh my God, she's talking about you in this video.
I am.
Take my word for it. At this present time,
My whole chest. You hear me? My whole chest. I say what I say about Lori with my entire chest, bitch. Okay?
she has got more than enough money from the people on this side.
I told you BITTCH.
Everybody.
I'm
I
surprised
appreciate
because
it.
I'm on it too, Kim.
Once I get
Madonna, I don't talk about you. What are you even talking about? Was that a flex? Can y'all imagine having to put Lori Jones in the box just to get some interaction?
Probably
Jessie in the chat, if somebody wants to pin her comment, she has it up. I'll reshare it right now. How's that? Oh, I did repost it. I just couldn't find it.
She said, Laurie don't need that money, and I'm going to elaborate with everyone when I get
So this is true. In this video specifically, I'm talking about, I knew that Rose, right, that Lori had sold the RV to Rose. So I knew that Lori had a bunch of money, but in the video, I say, I can't elaborate right now, just please trust me. I already knew that Lori had scammed for the RV.
Let's elaborate. Let's collide together. Okay.
Girl, never. Okay. I appreciate you smiling. Never. Also, collide is not the right word.
Or we'll send you gifts. It's okay.
You said your whole fucking
I don't need
name.
the gifts, baby. She ain't it for the wrong fucking thing. She ain't it for the numbers.
She is saying your whole fucking name. That is slander.
No, it's not slander if it's truth. Okay? I don't lie about people. Things that come out, this is another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about. The things that come out of my mouth, I've seen proof of. Right? Let me elaborate. Let's say there are some things that I know, but they haven't been properly vetted. I just won't say them. Nobody else, do you get it? If it's coming out of my mouth, I have a reason for it. I don't just get up here and talk. My words are very strategic. I leave breadcrumbs all over the place, even for things that I know that are not ready to be made public. All right? Hey, Lori, I could talk about things that I know regarding you, right? If I cared about numbers, isn't that something that I would do? If I cared about numbers, I'd be covering Lisa Richard. Doesn't occur to you? Probably not. What up, Tori?
Yeah, oh, girl, don't even talk about it. Don't talk about it. Just don't talk about it. I cannot talk about that. None of that. I cannot talk about.
Okay. Stop going on.
That's because nothing is gonna happen. You understand? Nothing is gonna happen. I don't break laws. Everything that I do is well within my legal ability as a fucking American citizen and my First Amendment right to do.
I get you. Let it roll.
So
Let it roll.
Kimmy, I saw that you followed me. If you're here, I wouldn't share a box with her ever again because that kind of makes you look bad. I'm just being honest.
Like Gabby said,
The trash will be taken out soon, right, Laurie?
What?
I said the trash will be taken out soon.
Oh yeah. There's a process, you know. Everything.
You know she's trash, right? You know that she's the problem, right? Or no? Did you do some research after you peep in my page? Did you do some homework? Hopefully, you know.
I hear you.
You see, look at this, y'all. Look, okay, let me say this. I've got 31 people in my life. That's the most I've ever had.
Oh shit.
They know Lori's joking. Without him running.
No!
Don't you dare go anywhere, Laurie.
No, Lori. We're not worried about what they say on here.
I followed you, Laurie.
That is what we would call a motive. Now, let me just give my opinion on people that are able to turn a blind eye to disgusting behavior to have 31 people in your life. Because it would never be me. It would never be me. I wouldn't give a fuck if there were 6 people in here if I was adhering to who I am as a person. If I will not bend my morals, values, I don't lie, it'll never fucking happen. I wouldn't give a shit if there were 5 people in here. I actually prefer it a little slower because then I could keep up with the comments. But I would never turn a blind eye and have an individual like this in my box. Not for 4 people, not for 31 people, not for 5,000 people. It would never happen.
Laurie too, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And I do. I gotta pass you guys. I do.
We all do, honey. We all do.
We all do.
We're all not here with
Well, hit my kids or whatever you heard.
You don't have a past, you have a present, and that's the problem. Right? That's the problem. I don't give a shit about people's pasts. If you're trying to be a better person today than you were yesterday, I don't give a fuck. But your past is a fucking present day issue, Lori.
you know, but
No, I've got skeletons, many skeletons.
We all do.
We've come a long way.
Not
so
all
people
of
should
us.
Just shut
So no, not all of us. I promise you that if I had any skeletons, they were dug up in 2021, bitch. Okay?
hell up and take a seat in the back.
And be glad that we've come this far. Be glad
I
that
followed you back. You're
you
proud
know,
of it, though.
but they can't do that. They want to knock you down while you're up.
that's my sister. I love her.
They'd rather see you doing bad than good.
Yes,
This is actually also not true. I'm sure that Lori doesn't tell you that the date. I appreciate y'all. I know it's a lot because I'm sure they're trying. Damn it. I forgot what she said.
You said it.
Yes. No one wants to see you doing when you're doing.
No, that's also incorrect. When Lori's children were removed out of her home, I gave her grace. I sure did. I said, I hope you take this time to get your shit straightened out so that you could be a better mother. You know what happened to that? Hold on. You know what happened to that? On the visits that Lori has, she can't even put her fucking phone down and not send pictures of her kids to fucking strangers on the internet. Okay? Doesn't have her kids in her house. She will send photos to her children to anybody that'll give her $1. And if you're new here, I'm always for keep your kids off the internet. Never mind sending private photos on the back end of children that you can't even see for longer than 2 hours a week without a fucking supervisor. That's disgusting. Disgusting. Because she thinks that it's going to get her sympathy money. It's gross.
They're all gone, but when you're doing bad, they're all around talking mad shit and smacking. Oh, Kim, look at Kim. She's not going to make it. She's not doing good. Now that I'm doing like amazing, where is everyone? Gone.
So I don't know about you, but I will repeat this, okay? I will empower women. There are people that are in this current chat right now that I've been on opposite sides of, but when they needed support, I fucking gave it to them. Because that's what I do. But if you're a trash bag, you're just a trash bag. If you're a garbage human being with absolutely no redeeming qualities, why the fuck am I gonna pour energy into you? I'm not. Nope. Sorry. Try somebody else.
Because they don't want to see nobody doing good.
And it's not like I'm saying I need
Also incorrect. I want everybody to live their best life. However, if you're gonna be a piece of shit on the internet, it's gonna become my problem at some point in time. And quite honestly, I like less problems, if you know what I mean. You know?
to pat me on the back and be like, good job. But they've seen where I came from. When I lost my son, I was a mess. A mess, just bad on drugs.
And I'm sorry. That is really unfortunate, and I do apologize because that's got to be gut wrenching
and whatnot, and just not wanting to live.
But I just want you to know you're sharing a box with Lori Jones. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Dani. And she didn't even say anything about that. What up, tatted boss? I hope you're doing all right. You just said what you just said, and she didn't even say anything.
People, thank you, Sandy. People just always have so much negative shit, and then when you're doing good, it's like they're looking for you to fall.
That's what they want, because that gives them views. And
Absolutely not. Again, listen to me. y'all don't know a fucking thing about me. Not a fucking thing. Clearly.
Some clout, gives them this and gives them that. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna fucking nurture off of somebody else's fucking downfalls, bro.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to help uplift. Women uplift each other.
Exactly.
That's what women are supposed to do. We're supposed to uplift each other.
I do. I do. I uplift women. I don't.
Each other against each
Boss
other.
Lady is a very, so, hey, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Boss Lady. Don't ever listen to bullshit they say about her. That is a good woman.
Yeah,
Really?
yes. She's on you
Just
to
keep
wipe out
filing.
the bullies. She takes it.
Oh, man, she a good. Look, they come hard for her, too.
I barely mentioned that desperate bitch. What are you talking about? I refuse to build her a platform. The fuck?
They don't.
Liar.
And she ignores her. Isn't it funny? Isn't it fucking hilarious? Yeah, I guess, Felix. You know.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. Keep my body clean.
I will, but just take my word for it.
Hey, Lori, didn't you say you have a problem with people calling CPS? You know, Liarboss calls CPS, right? You do know that, right? You don't want it done to you, but it's okay if your friends do it. I wouldn't support that.
Oh, boy, there's Villain's voice.
Yeah.
You can hear that shit.
You don't watch me, but you know my voice.
Still on my thing because I was trying to find that comments. I don't know.
And you see, Kim, this is the thing, okay? You know how Bubba started getting on and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Always.
Lori was on live and Bubba went to her live, and I know Lori's gonna take care of Lane. You know, I know Lori's gonna watch out for Bubba. All that crew's gonna watch out for Bubba. You know, just like all of us, okay?
Just like we watch out for each other.
Right, exactly. Well, they started talking shit, and you know, just to say,
Who? You better put an address on that. You better put an address on that. You're not gonna be talking about me in one sentence and then say I started talking shit about your kid, because that never happened.
hey, well, I popped my head in on the live and Lane on Bubba's phone,
So
and I told him straight, "Fuck up. You won't come after
I
somebody?
hope you make it clear, you know?
Why you come after me? Because
They were going after her son.
They were going after Bubba?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Fuck no.
It's called fucking around, fine dog.
Appreciate y'all.
He said he's not a baby, but, you know,
He's
18 years
18,
old. He's a man.
but
Irrelevant. It didn't come out. I have never talked about. The only thing that I've ever said is that you shouldn't involve your kid in anything Lori Jones. She doesn't give a shit about her own kids. What the fuck makes you think she's gonna care about yours? What's wrong with you?
And they're doing that already. That's sad.
I had to lay off a little bit just so people could leave him alone. And that's sad because we've been missing him like crazy. Me and my sister been talking off the chat. Like, okay, where is he?
He's such a sweetheart, too.
thank you.
Oh, they tried saying he was my boyfriend, he was this, he was that. No,
Well, that's because you make up fake relationships. You know? You do that.
he's Madonna's
Hi,
son,
green-eyed
and
girl.
He's a good kid. But just let them.
Yep, that's what I say. Let them, because you know
If they think me and him are dating, just let them. Who am I to prove to them? Who are they?
I mean, if y'all gonna come after a boy that's just coming on this app, that's just getting to know it, y'all sad, man.
And they care about kids, though. They care about kids.
I sure do.
Hey, Chocolate. Yeah, you
Or what?
Sandy.
He care. He really is.
I mean, you got to let the past lie where the past lies. You let dead bones freaking lie.
Yes.
I mean, I know I'm a good person. I don't judge nobody.
I did comment this in Mickey Mouse fans' comments. I did say, because Psycho Bunny, hi Miracles, Psycho Bunny attempted to go in there and educate them on a little bit of Lori Jones. And hi Mary, and they listened, but then it went left. But y'all were wrong. And y'all are gonna find out the hard way, all right? I promise you, you're gonna. Truth doesn't change. You want to support somebody like this, that's all fine and good. It doesn't make me look bad.
Because it's not my place to judge. But who the fuck are you to judge? You're not nobody to judge, bro. You're not.
Well, you know what it is. Someone comes after your kid. That's it. Fucking, you see red. All bets are off.
What? Yes.
Kimmy, are you in here, babe? You realize nobody does anything, but you know that Lori comes for her own kids, right? You know that the only time that I ever have to speak on something involving Lori's kids is because she kind of forces us to, because she won't shut up about them on the back end, lying, 100% lying, using their traumas and or issues in order for sympathy, because she thinks people are going to send her money, right? That's the only time. There is when one of her children were removed and put in state custody, Psycho Bunny and I, okay, it was a month we were successful. Going to different people that might have picked up something in a live. Please remove that. Please don't post it. I can't elaborate, but please don't post it, right? We were trying to keep it off the internet. You know who we were fighting? Lori. Do you know why that is a situation that wound up having to be discussed on the internet? Lori. Have fun, Nipple. It wasn't us. If it's going to be talked about, we want the truth out there, not what Lori tells people.
Red and black, bitch.
So, and I know that y'all watch out for Bub. I know y'all do. And I appreciate y'all.
He's a nice kid. I mean, no one's going to come from an room.
Right.
I'm laughing at Kim over here.
Oh, really?
Not Bubba. Kim will grab you over here. I'm sorry.
I know, babe. But there's so much going on this app. There's so much hate in this world.
We gotta make it better for the
Thank
kids,
you.
guys.
Listen to me, Kimmy. I advise you to go through the playlist on my YouTube. If you hit the profile and you go into my bio, there's a link tree, right? I think you should watch that before you share a box with her again, because that's why you get what you get. And she is lying to them, and it's sad. Beth, don't let it bother you.
Regardless of whoever situation, you know what? Let me say this. Y'all want to see him talk about this and that. You know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it out loud because I don't give a fuck. But this is my truth, and this is the truth. Okay?
You think it's the truth, baby. Go ahead.
My son was in a behavioral unit for 3 months.
I'm not going to play that because that's not really relevant, okay? But I think y'all should do your homework, you know? I don't know, but listen, I'll tell you what, I get it a little bit to a point, and let me tell you why, okay? This is part of the reason, I'm just going to be honest, why my boxes are closed for right now, okay? The other day, in the live that I did regarding AK's live, okay? There were people coming in trying to give me information, and I didn't have time to make sure who was right, who was wrong, and I really don't like to do that, right? I did that live trying to correct the things that AK was saying, and it was wrong. But those are things that I'm knowledgeable about, right? So I don't mind speaking about things that I know about. But when you come in and you start throwing 3 years of history at me and I don't have time to see what's vetted, it makes me uncomfortable. Because if I would have allowed all of that to continue, I would have been doing the same thing that I was talking about her for. And then there would be people calling me a hypocrite, right? So to me, it's best if I told them, I said, if y'all want to, send me stuff to look through, that's all fine and good. To be completely honest, I'm not going to get in bed with AK. Like, that's not what's going to happen here. But just for me, I prefer, people look to me, for the truth about situations. I know. So if I don't vet the information being said on my platform, that's not fair, because people, if they associate me with facts, and if I'm letting people spew things that are not facts, it's bad, and it could spread and be out of control, and I really don't like misinformation. And that's not to say that the things that they were saying were misinformation. Just for me, I need research first. Okay, next up, Mama Gang Gang. Girl. First, we're going to go through the clip of the live where she tried to come in and be disrespectful. Little weird, okay? It's a little weird that you said that I was disrespectful, because that's not what happens. All right, so I'm going to remind everybody how this situation actually went before I fucking decimate you for your use of the R word, your outright hypocrisy. hold on. I'm sorry. I can't read that. Hold on. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She was dropped because she was disrespectful. Listen to me. I will allow almost anybody in my box. Okay? Almost anybody. Literally. I am an adult. And this is where I've always been really good at the politics of it, right? I could not like you, but have a conversation to get through a certain task. You follow me? Mama Gang Gang and I already had a run-in regarding Lori, okay? But if you're gonna come into my box, you're gonna be respectful, because this says your favorite villain. It's not your platform. So, let's review, shall we? You want to hit the box? You could hit the box. I don't stalk anybody. You know this is a replay, right? Or no? You didn't know that? Do you know the devil? Also, just so everybody understands, okay? Nobody is stalking anybody. And this is what I was trying to explain to you when you jumped in the box and you could not control yourself long enough to have a fucking conversation. It is not stalking to stream somebody on a public platform, okay? It is not stalking to plan a blackout in order to peacefully protest somebody's disgusting behaviors. But that was before you acted the way you did yesterday. Just giving a little context. Before I get to... Definition of stalking? Probably not. Clearly, you know. I appreciate that. That's embarrassing for you. It is.
But she's fucking Madonna.
Weird. Trust me, you'd know if I came within 5 feet of that girl. Nobody cares to be near Gabrielle Jacobson. Do you understand that? I appreciate it, y'all. Oh yeah. Don't stream that live.
Concert. People were there.
Don't stream that live.
According to who?
It's a
the girl
violation.
can't sing either.
Nobody is lining up to meet Gabby Jacobson. I hope you understand that. That type of behavior. Is that where we're going here? That mama girl's so desperate. She's always on the wrong side of things. You know, that's embarrassing for you. You look even worse now, if I'm being real. Never be me. I now find out those crazy bags. The fuck? Think you're doing something? You ain't doing anything over here, baby. I fucking promise you.
Silly shit. So does Gabby.
So I could have gotten behind that. He's not. You're right. You know what? I send pictures of my kids unclothed to people that live with sex offenders all the fucking time. All the time. She doesn't even need to be in here. Are you desperate for attention, mama? So real quick, yes. Real quick, that's the response, because I'll promise you, your interaction's really low for a follow account that high. So did you buy followers so that you could participate in the TikTok shop? That's what it looks like to me, but... Because you could either hit a box... I appreciate ya. Mute her. You want to talk? You could click the box. Until then, fucking beat it. I don't even... Listen, I give y'all credit. I give y'all credit. Because y'all tap your asses off. Also, Mama Gang Gang, don't you dare disrespect my mods. You have no idea how hard my mods have it. The fuck? You got 5 people in your life. You don't know nothing about that kind of shit. All of y'all women are weak. Do you understand that? Do you think that my opinion of y'all are anything high? I appreciate y'all. Also, just so we're all on the same page, if you had a backbone, okay, you would not support the people that you do. I appreciate it.
I'll hit a box. I have no problem hitting a box.
Okay, why are you always on the wrong side of things?
I'm not on the wrong side of shit.
Okay, clearly. What is stalking?
What is stalking? What you guys are doing? I mean, every For You page has people on there live streaming this girl, calling her names.
You know why we do that?
On there, calling Great Wolf Lodge and getting the videotape with this bullshit.
Why
and
not? Is that's
not stalking?
No. Not at all.
What the hell is it?
It's trying to figure out who took that video so that
That's none of your business.
Now, mind you, am I supposed to take you talking to me like that on my shit, bitch? This is my fucking space. Who do you think you are? I appreciate y'all.
But it
you
is
got
the investigator's
all the fucking
business, right?
audacity.
Who's the investigator?
I know. I wish you knew, because unfortunately for you, I've had those conversations.
It's nobody's
not.
business.
It's absolutely. So streaming is not stalking, ever. It's never going to be stalking. It's nobody's business.
Especially not yours.
Listen, learn respect or get the fuck down.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, poor thing. Then I got sent a screen recording of her using the R word. Okay? I appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right? Then I posted that, right? Now let me explain something to you, okay? I do not associate with people that use hate language. All right? It is a bad look. It is a bad look. So then I post that video. This girl does a live attempting to summon me. Now, number one, lady, I have a life, okay? I have a whole ass full-time job. I went to the mall yesterday and dropped like $1,000 because I fucking wanted to, okay? I don't come for people like you. Who the fuck are you to me? Let's be real. Not only could you not have an adult conversation, right? Oh, I got my daughter the cutest Coach bag and wallet for her birthday. Anyway, one of my mods posts a video telling you that wasn't stalking, okay? Nicely. What do? You hit her DMs? Is that what you did? You hit her DMs. Talking about my kids? Bitch, I raised my kids. Do you understand that? My kids are adults doing what they're supposed to do as adults. What the fuck? So, you better watch your shit. The gestures were disgusting. Disgusting. Right, my kids are hella successful. They're great kids. I'm really lucky. My son's a little upset that the Knicks lost last night, but you know, hold on. I'm trying to get to. Y'all are gonna need to tap through this. My timestamps, because y'all listen. People must hate my timestamps because.
Well, hello. It's Mama Gang Gang. I got me Mama Bang Bang or...
Who's that? Let's be fucking real here. Who's Mama Gang Gang? Yeah, my son is so upset. My son is so upset. Oh, happy birthday! Okay, who are you? I don't know, Emily, do you? She's somebody that likes to support lolcows. That's what she does. She supports lolcows and encourages use of the R word, apparently. But this live was extremely hypocritical, bitch. Okay? You're sitting on your platform doing exactly what you claim I do. You don't see the problem there? You don't see it? You don't see it? I'll show it to you before I get into her. So my daughter was looking for a vintage type Coach purse, right, with the signatures, and I had one from like early 2000. It was like a denim blue type with white leather, but it was an old bag. Me too. I prefer Michael Kors over Coach as well. However, she's gonna be 21, and she's got her Cash App in a video, which, by the way, just internet safety 101, okay? Do not have your Cash App on your page if it's your legal name. Don't do that. Don't do that. Internet safety. Don't do that. Pro tip. Okay? It's a bad look. At least, like, if you're gonna post your Cash App, don't have it your legal name. You know? But, anywho. I appreciate y'all. I know it hurts, but it's necessary because what I'm about to play is gross.
Okay? We're gonna address it today. Okay? If she would like to come in, she's more than welcome to come in, but I think she's too much of a chicken shit to come in here.
You think I'm a chicken shit? I have a fucking life. This is what people, I'm so mind blown at the people that don't understand gainful employment. It's fucking weird. It's weird. Wild.
That's me. Because yesterday she had block, that's the sissy way out, is when you have to block somebody.
No, I will block you if you cannot have a respectful conversation and choose to support the biggest pieces of shit on this here TikTok. I sure will. I sure will. You were disrespectful. That is why you got blocked.
Because you don't want to talk. Sissy way out. Yeah, because she's a tough girl. She's a tough girl.
Lady, you know I don't try to be a tough girl. And the only ones that are really afraid of me are the ones that have something to hide. Do you need me to say that again? The only people that are afraid of me are the ones that have something to hide. I don't try to be scary.
Tough lady. And for her mod that sent me a video, or that made a video about Mama Bang Bang or Gang Gang or whoever I am, I'm here. So if you'd like to come in, we'll address you too. Don't you ever threaten me.
That was a threat? Her making a video telling you what stalking was because you were misinformed was a threat? First of all. Secondly, unlucky for you, disrespectful women that use the O word are never going to be welcome on my platform. This was embarrassing. Your kids have to be embarrassed if they see this.
Ever. Because I'm not the one. I'll say whatever the hell I want to say.
So should I not, next time, if you plan on throwing a fit on the internet, I'll pencil you in. How about that? Yeah? Does that work? Your fucking irrelevant ass. Got 4 people in your life. What the fuck do I need to be there for? I know, y'all. I'll get to it. Hold on, I'm trying. Also, you don't get to summon my mods either. Like, who even are you? Oh, sorry.
I'll say whatever I want to say.
Hold on. Wait a second. You could say whatever you want to say, but when we do it, we're bullies? What? Hi, Kit Kat. I hope you're doing all right. You could say whatever you want to say, our word included. But when we voice our opinions on public situations, we're stalking and bullies? I know. We already have a Nana, bitch. You ain't in it.
Come on, man. We're going to address this with Dylan. I'm going to address this thing with Dylan, okay? I'm going to address what it means to be a stalker. I'm going to address what it means to harass people. Come on in.
Okay. You obviously don't know what harassment is either. You couldn't spell liar. So something tells me that you can't read law statutes. Hi, Kelly. Sorry, y'all. The comments are flying. Wild.
Come on in, guys. Let's get this all out in the open. Get it all out in the open. I don't give a shit. I ain't afraid of you people. I'm afraid of nobody. Come on in. Come on in. Join the live. More drama. Come on in. Come on in and join the drama, peeps.
Are you desperate for attention, honey? It's what it looks like, you know? I don't know. But with this...
Wait for people to come on in. Waiting for people to join. Come on.
For some reason... Hi, Shell! For some reason, if it's pinned, I can't see comments anymore. I don't know why, but, you know.
Let's go. Let's join. Let's address this. All of you people, it kills me. You're all scared of one woman. All scared of this.
Girl, People aren't scared of me. They respect me. You don't get the difference there? Are you mad? You're mad? You're mad that people respect me and you're in a live screaming my name for fucking attention. The fuck?
Woman villain. What the hell is she?
Villain.
Scared that lady.
That's it.
Come on in, come on in. One of her mods made a video for me. Oh, it's nice. She went to Google and showed me what it means to stalk people, and that they're not doing that, and they're not harassing anybody, and they're not liars.
No, you can't listen to me, okay? You can't argue with the facts. You can have an opinion, but that doesn't mean it's facts. Me, personally, I like to base my opinion on the facts, all right? You claiming it that it's stalking and harassment, which it is absolutely not. Just so, I appreciate y'all. Just so we're all on the same fucking page, you weirdo.
I've never seen such liars in my life.
I beg to differ. You follow people like Gabby and Lori. The fuck? What are you talking about, lady? You're good. Hold on. Wild.
Anybody wants to come up in a box, just request it. You're more than welcome. You want to ask me questions? You're more than welcome.
Do you think that people find you interesting enough to ask questions? You know? Mad for no.
You want to tell me off? You're more than welcome.
But wait a second. So, but when we do, we're bullies, right? That's according to you. According to you, when we respond to the fuckery on the internet, we're bullies.
Oh, bullshit. And I'm not gonna scream and yell today, I promise. I know it's scaring some of you. Sorry.
You failed, babe. You know, a total failure. You didn't do very well, you know?
They don't want to scare y'all. Give you PTSD or anything like that.
PTSD, you know, just... Whew.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Come on in. Come on in.
It sure is. You're right.
Let's see.
Anywho.
Here. What right do you have to judge others? What right do you have to go on their platform and call them names and just be a...
I will send you $1,000 if you could show me going onto Gabrielle's platform. I sure will. But wait a second, didn't you come on my platform and call me names? I don't go on to other people's platforms. This is mine. This right here, villain. Hi, Stewie. I said that already, but sometimes I miss comments and then I remember. This is me, right? Me, villain, Margaret, whatever the fuck. Okay? I don't go on anybody else's platform. Alright? I don't do that.
You rotten woman. What right do you have to do that? Just because they put themselves on out there in public? They're susceptible to be harassed and called names? No, they don't have the right to do that to people.
Unluckily for you, again, I'm going to let you know the First Amendment. Yeah, the First Amendment pretty much says that you can have an opinion, thank you, Dani, on people, on public situations, right? Like, that's...
Whether you want to say they do or not, because they're public.
I know, it's wild.
You're public. Do I have a right to come on your public thing and call you filthy rotten names?
But you did, didn't you? Isn't that what you did? Also, just so you know, all right, I get it. You know how many people make videos addressing me daily? Do you have any idea? I ignore them. Why? Because it doesn't faze me. The reason that these people, Gabby, Dani, the reason that they respond is because of their guilty conscience. I don't have one. I know who I am. More than enough people know who I am. I don't have to defend myself anymore. And y'all are so mad about it. It's so funny.
Into your background and in your life?
You can. I don't give a
Put the
shit.
shoe on the other foot and see how you would like it.
Baby, it's done to me every day. Do you have any idea how many people have dug into me trying to find something that they can use against me? But wait a second. Didn't you say I didn't raise my kids in the DM that you sent to one of my mods? I wonder if you're going to correct that, though. Now that you're wrong, you know?
It's getting out of control. It's getting ridiculous.
Right.
A bunch of bored hens running around in everybody else's life. It's just...
But what will you call this? Right? I was too busy to get in there.
disgusting. Oh my word, she didn't get that boy chicken up soup called CPS. Come.
You know I've never called CPS, right? I guess you didn't.
The fuck out of here.
This is embarrassing.
She isn't parenting like I parent. Call CPS. Call them. People are nuts. Then we got ladies in witch hats. Flying witch hats. I'm the biggest and the baddest bitch on TikTok and...
I bet nobody asked you to use that filter that you're using in this very live, right? You know, people ask me to use the witch. I bet you don't know anything about that. I bet you don't know anything about people blowing up your messages asking you if you're gonna be live. I bet you fucking don't. I bet you don't.
Get the hell out of here, villain. And that lady, the one lady, the mod or whatever, when she made a video, don't you ever say anything bad about my friend again. What you gonna do?
That's not what she said.
Go whooping old lady's ass? Too bad. Too bad. I'll say whatever I want to say. It's a public platform. Freedom.
Wait a second. Hold on. Skirt! Pump the brakes a bit. Hold on a second. So you can get on your platform and spew all kinds of misinformation, offending all kinds of communities. That's your First Amendment right. But we can't tell the truth about people that are pieces of shit on the internet? Can you spell hypocrisy, baby? I know better. You couldn't spell liar. So, like, you know, wild.
Speech. I'll say what I want. On my platform. I'm not going into anybody else's platforms and calling them dirty, filthy, rotten names.
I don't do that either, but you sure did to come to mine, right? Wild, lady. Like, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for you. Honestly. Wild. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it.
Filthy, rotten names. I'm not tape recording and having everybody else record their lives just so you guys can rip them apart and find any little thing that you can to degrade these people.
Who says they're not being recorded for evidentiary purposes? Do you know that as a fact? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. But real quick, I want you to show me. I want you to show me going on to anybody else's platform and calling them names.
What the hell is wrong with you people? You that bored? Go feed the homeless. Go do something like really, for real.
Let me tell you something. If I ever got to fucking needing a pat on the back for the good that I do on this app without saying a motherfucking word, okay, y'all would be so mad. Y'all would be so mad. Because just because I don't fucking make a video and act like Izzy White over here don't mean I don't do it. Okay? I do good things for no reason, just because I fucking feel like it, and I don't feel the need to make a video every time I help somebody. But hey, I bet you didn't know any of that before you started running your mouth. Hi, allegedly.
It's gross.
You know, I call saying the R word gross. I would call using like the hand movements that you made. I would call that gross. But
To uplift other women.
I do.
Not tear them apart. Rip them apart and tear them down. And that's what you people do. And it's wrong. In any way.
if you're a piece of shit, I'm going to tell you you're a piece of shit. And that goes for you too, Mama Gang Gang. Just so you know, you're right in the class of people that become topics in my conversation at this very present moment. You know,
think about it, it's wrong. Because you know what? They can turn on you in a time. And I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen.
all right, sure you have.
Villain's on here. She's making bank, baby. Bank.
Bank?
Oh, you little villain.
Who's making bank? Y'all have this idea that social media brings you bank. If it did, I wouldn't need a job. The fuck? Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. I've donated more money than I've made on these apps. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't. Probably not, you know. Weird. Can TikTok buy me some groceries? This is embarrassing. Are you just jealous?
She's so wonderful. She's so great.
Ooh.
She's got you friggin' hoodwinked.
You realize I've been around for a long time, right? You have to know that, because there's no way you could be this ignorant. Stella.
No, she was a real, person who wanted to help people. She'd be on here helping people, not you piece of shit, you no good son of a bitch.
I would normally, hold the chat real quick. If I've helped you, can you drop like a heart in the comments? Not just financially, in any way. You have no fucking idea what I've done. Not a single clue. I need him on for this, okay? Not a clue. You have no I'm not even talking about just financially either. You have no fucking idea what it is that I do here. All right, ma'am. Weird how that goes, huh? That's weird. I appreciate you, Thunk. I bet that no one's ever come to you and said, hey, thank you. I bet that's never happened to you. Probably ever in your life, from the way you sound anyway, so hateful and jealous. Weird. It's weird. Just because I don't get on here and talk about the things that I do for people doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It just means I'm humble enough to not need the praise for it, bitch. Fucking jealous as a motherfucker.
Less with me, blah, blah, blah. That's your villain. And she's respectful? You should respect her and take her word. The woman does nothing but talk in circles. Every time I try to listen, I have no idea what she's saying. She knows what she's doing. She's not very respectful. Not very respectful. Really? So your priorities and your morals and values are a little messed up there. If you think that she's really respectful. She don't come with facts. She spewed shit out of her mouth, but I've never seen a fact. Ever.
I really want you to get in the box and ask me about a fact. Do you know I have a reputation for having the proof, right? You know that that's quite literally what people come to me for, right? Granny, you idiot. Exactly, Panda. I have earned the respect that I have. I appreciate you, Shelly. I've been doing this for a long... I've even retired twice, bitch!
She knows I got the papers. I got the facts. Never seen them. Never seen them.
You're not fucking paying attention, then. Thunk. You're not paying attention, then. All right? Let's do a Dropbox. Oh, just so you know, Granny, I made you a Dropbox file today. You made it, babe. I appreciate you, Wendy. You have a Dropbox file now, bitch. .18 terabytes, bitch. That's more storage than 2 Xboxes put together. Tell me again I don't have facts and proof. The fuck? Granny, gangsta granny. Gangsta granny. Facts over feelings, period.
She was very rude to me. So? No, you're delusional, babes.
I was rude to you, bitch. You came in my box. Rude as fuck. Am I supposed to take that shit? You got me all the way fucked up if you thought that I was gonna let you in my space and run your fucking mouth like that. You got me all the way fucked up. Just paid it yesterday, actually.
Yeah, nowadays people are fine with fucked up morals. They really are. They really are. That's, not
fucked up morals like using the R word more than once publicly. You ain't never gonna find that word coming out of my mouth. Hi, Krista. You ain't ever gonna find that type of word coming out of my mouth. Not once, not by accident, not because I think somebody's not listening. Never. Somebody needs to get a hold of this lady. Like, she needs her meds checked or something. Shit is wild. And I promise you, that judging by the way you speak, I have more class in my fucking pinky toe, bitch. Fucking wild.
my day where people helped other people, neighbors helped neighbors, people helped raise children in the neighborhoods. They took them, they saw they were hungry, they took them in, fed them a sandwich, sent them on their way. I mean, nowadays it's, a kid sneezes and our fart's wrong. It's call CPS, oh my God, call CPS. What the hell?
I've never called CPS, and I promise you that sneezing or farting is never going to be a reason for CPS. Abuse and neglect is, which is weird, because in this very live, don't you confirm that Gabby popped her kid in the mouth? That was you. It's coming. You know.
Go. No. Sorry, no, baby.
I'm looking for my next timestamp, y'all.
Yep. It's. I don't know. It's ridiculous. This app is nothing but a bunch of women on here ripping each other apart, and it's sickening. And if you call that good morals and values, you're nuts. Okay, you're nuts. You need to go to moral and value school. Okay. No, honey.
A woman that says the R word is giving everybody education on morals and values. Yeah. Yikes, babe.
No, you're taking the heck out of my leg. Okay,
yes.
sit there. What do you mean, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm simply standing up for what's right. I'm trying to stand up for what's right. It's I don't think people should get on a platform, act like they're this high and mighty person, and start cussing like a sailor, number one. Well, I mean, I cuss like a sailor, so never mind that. But anyway, and just act so, like, better than everybody, and nobody can compare it to her. And, yeah, that's exactly what I did. You're right, I did. And I apologize. I got on here.
Well, at least you can acknowledge the hypocrisy of it. I'll give you a little bit of credit for that, but not much, because you still use the R word. Hi, Grace.
I got a little upset, because of the way you guys are treating people in their own lives, and it's not right.
Well, that's weird.
Right.
I could tell that you haven't watched me for any length of time, because I encourage people to stay out of the lives. I guess you didn't know that either. You're just out here being loud, wrong, obnoxious, and offensive, bitch. The fuck?
I wasn't right to do that.
Yeah.
But when you invite me in a box, I'm going to tell you the way I feel, and you should listen. Maybe we could work something out. But instead, when I started telling the truth, block.
You got blocked for being disrespectful. If you would have spoken, you're not welcome here now. Not after the R word. Absolutely not. However, had you spoken with respect, there are plenty of people that I have adult conversations with that I don't agree with, but we move on. So that's also not correct.
What happened when people can't handle other people? They block them because they don't know what, Oh, she got words in. I let her get words in. She got words in.
Bitch, it's my motherfucking platform. You let me get words in. The fuck?
Yes, that's what we want, 100% of people to lie. I mean, if you see somebody, like,
period,
to help people, uplift them. Ask them, what's the matter? Maybe text them behind the scene. Are you okay? What's going on? Or maybe text them, hey, you know what you said there was not cool. And, maybe you should address that. Not you people. Not you guys. You were...
girl, first of all right, I know that you're not talking about me. All right? You can't be. It's just not possible for you to be talking about me. I held the last live that I did. AK was the topic of that live, and I let her in the box, and I was respectful. So you can't be talking about me. You came into my life. When I wouldn't tolerate your disrespect. Like, why do they never remember how we got here? I don't understand it. They never remember how this starts. But now I'll be a bully for addressing you back, right? That's how it'll go. I'll be a bully because I am responding to your live that you were attempting to fucking summons me in, right? I'm fucking tired of it. In most cases, I am the bigger person because I understand that my word holds weight. And I never want to talk about the wrong person in the wrong context, okay? I'm not going to do that. But I'm telling y'all, I'm fucking tired of taking it. Do you understand me? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of y'all running around these apps, running your mouth, and I always have to be the bigger person because I'm more respected and have a bigger platform. It's getting fucking old. I don't know who told y'all that, but I'm fucking done with it. I'm done with it. There's a reason I have the platform that I have. And I am trusted with it. And I understand that with great power comes great responsibility, but y'all hoes are trying me. Next.
Like her child. She feeds him, she bathes him, she puts him to bed, she takes him to school. He always looks nice in the morning how is she neglecting him?
Somebody was in her chat trying to educate
I've been watching
her.
for probably about a year.
So you never saw, hold on, you never saw Gabby ignoring him about while he was saying he needed to go to the bathroom. You never saw any of that? You never saw her ignore that kid to stay on a fucking live stream? You never saw any of that? You never saw her cook and eat and then leave it like a free-for-all for her husband or whatever the fuck he is, a bitch boy, and her kid? You never seen any of that? You've never seen her explain. Now, this is what I find fucking weird. Don't you have a video on your page where you say keep your children off the internet? Don't you have that? You know she exploits the fuck out of that kid, right? You understand? You understand that you know that if she lived in California and she was making money, she could be charged. Do you know that there are states that have laws? I bet. Well, forget it. I forgot who I was talking to. You know, can't spell liar. You definitely can't read statutes. That's a fucking fact. Anywho.
That's a lie. I've never seen her not change him. You people make shit up.
Girl, you've never seen her ignore him because she was too busy victimizing herself on a live? You never seen that? Never seen any of that, right? Fucking weird. That's weird. Y'all have selective thank you. I appreciate that. I love it when y'all finish my words before I say them. The fuck? Yeah, I'm wrapping her and then I'm almost done. Hold on, I'm sorry.
So what? If she throws his uniform at him, she gets him to school. She gets him to school.
Bare minimum. Got it.
She's never, I doubt she sat in a school in a pee-filled diaper. Where do you guys get this from? Did somebody tell you that? Were you there? Did you watch? Every morning.
I love it when that's so.
Well, I don't know. TBS has been to her house numerous of times and he's still there. I don't know.
That's not a good thing. You know?
Yeah, she did pop him on his face. She popped him on his lips. Did he cry? Did he cry? No. I was on that live.
Did he cry? He did say owie. He did. Did you watch that? He absolutely reacted to her popping him in the mouth. You are opening yourself up to a shit ton of things, lady. Just so you understand that. You acting the way you are online, you're opening yourself up to a shit ton of things. Because this is not a good look. This is not a good look.
I was on that one. He didn't cry once. He just went, eh. That was it. Now she, ooh, I would have called CPS myself.
Wait a second. Wait a second. So you're on your platform saying I called CPS, which I have never. But now you're saying you'd call CPS?
Wants to pop my lip? His mother. He said, owie. He didn't cry.
He did.
You never popped your kid?
No.
You never told your kid, shush? I know, because you're all perfect parents. Every one of you. Perfect parents.
This is like if Clueless
I never
and
popped mine in the face either, but
Hypocrisy
she didn't hurt him.
were a person.
What mental abuse? What mental abuse? If he has autism, which I believe he does, you don't understand what she's saying anyway, really.
She just said that if he has autism, which she thinks he does, he doesn't understand her anyway. That's a fucking human being. A child. A child. Your morals are questionable, ma'am.
And you can yell. I had 3 kids. I yelled and screamed constantly. That's not abuse. It's mother abuse.
You are disgusting.
If he has autism, she don't know how to teach him things, honey. That's why he goes to school. He should be in a school for autistic children, but I don't know if they offer that in Florida. It's a very hard to teach children with autism. You have to be certified in doing that. And no, just coffee. Just coffee.
It's disgusting, y'all. Don't listen to her.
Then she needs to check in and get him into an autistic school. But I'll tell you this, it's a certain age to get into those schools. My grandson has autism, and he didn't speak until he was almost 7 years old. And he sings now and stuff like that. But he was
Loud, wrong, disrespectful, offensive, and hypocritical, bitch. That's what you are. Some people should be seen and not fucking heard. This fucking rant was gross. Disgusting.
autistic school. Now they put him in a regular school with a aide, and they're having a hell of a time because, he'll laugh, have an outburst of laughing and stuff like that, and the teachers don't know. They'll call the parents. He was laughing at other students. He's got autism. He doesn't know better.
I know, Chrissy.
I mean, it's not like something you can deal with. It's a very hard thing for a parent to have to do because you don't.
You're fucking right. Maybe she should get off the fucking live stream and take care of it, bitch.
Understand what to do. It's hard. Right, you know how it is. You live it. It's the people that don't live it or live with it. They have no clue. They have zero clue.
I appreciate you.
My son was autistic. Oh, he is. He's on a higher scale of autism. He can function. He's always talk. They told me he would never read or write, but he taught himself because he wanted to be on the computer so bad. He literally taught himself how to read and write. He's got a family. He's got beautiful children.
This is infuriating.
They may have told her that he was nonverbal in the beginning, but no, he's verbal.
I appreciate you.
Gabby's son is verbal.
Oh, he is. Interesting. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. So he is verbal. That's weird. Does she know that you said that? I'm really curious to see Gabby's reaction to your behavior yesterday, using the R word multiple times. Thank you, Wendy. I really am.
Well, I worked with autistic children for 9 years, yes.
If you worked with autistic children for 9 years and this is the way that you're talking, those children, that's a concern. That is a concern. I appreciate y'all. That is a concern. Okay? The things that you've said in this live are wrong.
And you are all that sit there and say, oh, he isn't autistic. Who the hell are you?
Disgusting.
I can tell by his actions, the way he speaks, the violence that he wants to express, the biting his mother, the lifting her shirt, everything else is autism, baby.
You're telling me you worked with autistic children for 9 fucking years and you don't understand that there is a spectrum? I appreciate y'all. You owe apologies for this live, okay? This is fucking disgusting behavior. Disgusting. I wouldn't be surprised that page of yours, I hope you didn't spend a lot of money on those followers, babe. Some tells me it ain't gonna be around. People do not take kindly to this behavior, okay? People are not going to accept your behavior on this platform. So, I hope that you didn't pay that much for those bots.
No problems.
The audacity.
Who the hell you people all think you are?
Villain.
She could sit there and show you a certified paper that kid has an IEP and autism, and you would all say, she made that up.
Good. Can we see the IEP? You know, I'll wait. Can we see that? Because a month ago, she couldn't, I know, I appreciate y'all. A month ago, she couldn't produce any documents that said there was a diagnosis for autism, so she could bring it to the school for the IEP meeting, remember? So.
It's a lie. The teacher can tell you herself. No, she paid her. Get the hell out of here.
No, the teacher couldn't tell, but you know, I really am curious. I am gonna say this. I really am curious how that school feels that Gabby tries to triangulate them and lies about them and says that they told her, you know, to justify her behavior. I really understand that. I agree, Beauty. I agree. Hi, Linda.
It's ridiculous. Why am I so comfortable using the R word? What R word did I use? Did I say that? Did I say the R word?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry. Whatever. I also have a child that's MMR, which is mildly mentally retarded. And that's what they call it. That's what they call it.
Incorrect. I went to nursing school. I started nursing school in 2008. That word, I don't even think was used then. It has been removed for a fucking reason.
Sorry. You lay off
Oh,
drinks.
it does?
You know what?
Oh, it gets worse.
Y'all are. You want a box? You can have a box. No problem. Request one.
It gets worse.
Request one.
I'm gonna have to mute it, but you could watch what she does.
Honey, I don't want to be popular. Ever. And oh my gosh.
I'm almost
She said a bad word. You never said anything before, right?
No, not like that. Hi, Angel. Not like that. Absolutely the fuck not.
I wasn't calling you that. I was calling your actions that, but that's okay. I don't care.
To justify it only makes you look worse. Just so you know. Doesn't matter why you said it, what context you said it, you fucking said it. Publicly. More than once.
I don't know. Is anybody requesting? Okay. I don't care. You guys go ahead and violate me. So you're telling me?
I want you to watch her. Hi, a little bit. Disgusting. Disgusting. No, thank you. No way. Yep. No, it's not. It's on Nookie. Nookie has the replay, y'all. Nookie has the full replay. I did reshare it, yes. It's on my post tab. Yes, it is muted. Now let me explain to you, okay? I talk with my hands. You ain't never gonna see me make a movement like that. Do you understand me? You're never going to see me do something like that. So I find it strange how you could hold this fucking live trying to summon me and talk about my fucking character when you showed your entire ass on this live. Not so easy, is it? It's not so easy what I do. And I could tell you one thing. You ain't ever gonna find me acting like this in the fucking 5 years that I've been on this app. Never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Do you understand me? One of the mods will catch it. So I find it ridiculous for you, all right? You get on this app and talk about anybody's character. You need to worry about your own, babe. See, this is another thing that people don't necessarily understand. I got it, y'all. They'll get it. This is another thing that like people don't necessarily understand, right? I have been doing this a really long time. Okay? This is when I kind of laugh at a lot of y'all. Not y'all, but you know, them. You're not gonna affect me. They got it. They're working on it. Okay? You're not going to affect me. You would never catch me acting like this on the internet. I might get mad. I might step out of character a bit, but I will never be offensive to people. My words are meant, I appreciate you. My words are meant for a specific intended target. If you are not those targets, I'm not talking about y'all. Hi, Chuck, how are you? This live was gross. The only thing that you should have been doing is getting on your knees and fucking begging for repentance. Because you made yourself a lot of enemies yesterday. You sure did. You sure did. And for what? Hi, Christy. For what? Was it worth it? I bet it wasn't. I fucking bet it wasn't. I bet that you regretted it the second that you got banned. Did you realize yet how badly you fucked up? Honestly, I'm curious. I really want to know if you know how badly, and I don't have to do a fucking thing. This is all you'll get out of me because you are that irrelevant. Do you understand? You are a nobody to me. You are inconsequential in my world. You should be ashamed of yourself. If you are raising children, that is alarming. That is alarming, honestly. You could make all the videos you want mad about the awareness pages. You could stay mad. And just so you know, I'm not awareness. Okay? Also, just so we're all on the same page, you can't call anybody out until you hold yourself accountable. Call out creators need to make sure their side of the street is clean before they start talking about other people. And that's what a lot of people got fucked up around here. Y'all need to make sure your side of the street is clean. Until you hold yourself accountable, you can't hold anybody accountable. Y'all are, this woman, you're disgusting. Your videos that are ratioed like a motherfucker. Do you know what ratioed mean? I know you can't spell it, but do you know what ratioed mean? It means that your comments are more than your likes. People don't want you here. It always blows my mind how people don't go through their analytics to see what people are gravitating towards and what they're not. That way they could tailor. I reshared it on my post there, but Nookie has it up. That way they could tailor what their audience wants, right? Because isn't that the point of what you're doing? Let me digress. I'm pretty sure that we have different motives here. Hi, Riley. I'm telling you. Amen. She sure did, Shirley. And that's a great song. Some of y'all really need to practice what you attempt to preach. Because I promise you, mama fucking gang, nobody is listening to a fucking word you're saying anymore. Nobody. Not a soul. I don't even know if Gabby would associate with you after that spectacle yesterday. And that says something. But most people, that would be enough. So you're telling me I've done it 5 years, but you couldn't even do it for one day? Without exposing your whole ass? And you think that you're a better woman than I am? Wild. Crazy behavior, lady. Crazy. Hi, Tracy. Y'all have no idea the amount of restraint it takes to do what I do. Y'all have no idea the amount of couth it takes in order to not react the way that I used to react. Because I promise you, 10 years ago, I was a very different fucking person. A very different person. I have worked really fucking hard to be the woman that I am today, and I love who I am today. And that's where a lot of y'all get me fucked up. I am totally secure in the human being that I am. I know that I move with good intentions. I don't get up on this app asking people for shit. You got your fucking PayPal on a video. You're no different than them. Show me your friends and I'll tell you what you are. That's what you are. You are comparable. I appreciate y'all. You are comparable to the lol cows on the internet thinking you could come for me, bitch. You better take all the seats. You cannot compete where you do not compare. Just because you cannot call out child abuse, neglect, lies, manipulation, scamming, you're okay with that behavior, you could stay on that side of the fence. But don't you dare come in here and think that you're going to tell me how to run my show. Good luck, lady. Something tells me you're going to need it. See, this is what people on this app, a lot of people don't understand. All right? Be a voice for the voiceless. You didn't do that very well, but we do. So why don't you leave the real work to people that know what the fuck they're doing and can spell the word liar? You should be ashamed of yourself after your behavior yesterday. And the fact that you got on a fucking video and just attempted to act like nothing was like you didn't do that just shows me everything I need to see regarding you. So I hope that you don't think that I'm going to make this a regular thing, bitch, because I tend to not give people like you views. And that's the only way you're going to get them. Is if somebody relevant is talking about you, and bitch, you will never be relevant. See, it's a certain kind of person that people gravitate to, okay? People being their authentic self, always going to they're going to attract more people like that, because people tend to watch content that they can relate to. People don't relate to that. People aren't gonna relate to you getting on this fucking app, attempting to offend me, I guess. I earned my place around here, bitch. You couldn't take it. So I really hope you understand the mess that you made for yourself. I really do, because I don't think you understand the gravity of how many people you upset yesterday. Because you got mothers that are special needs moms, right? People with family members. And then you got people that are not going to let you pick on those people. And it ain't going to fucking happen. I will never tolerate somebody acting like this on this app. So just my best advice, you might want to go private. Something tells me your page is going to be getting, you know. We will not accept that behavior. And it is not my fault that people respect me. It is not my fault that I am a better human being than you are. But that will not be tolerated. Get on this app acting like that shit didn't happen. No, ma'am. You done pissed off thousands of people. Those comments, y'all read those comments? You are getting drug in those fucking comments. On every channel that repost is on, you are being drug. They don't want you here. They don't want you around, if you will. I wish you luck. And I'm gonna reiterate what I said to you in that live. Yes, thank you, Fuzz. Where I told you better play with somebody safe, and you did not take my advice, did you? I told you it wasn't me. I told you that I'm not safe, right? I don't have to address you to do what I do. You know what I mean? I probably won't after this live. I'm just being real. But others may. You know, I put the information out so that people could make an informed decision about the people they choose to support. It's not my fault that you're always on the wrong side of it. Okay? And I know that might be a little difficult for somebody like you to understand, because I'm sure nobody really asks you for anything, to be honest. You just kind of float around bored all day looking for drama to insert yourself into and then play victim too. Not a good look. Yeah, not here. And I won't do it. Even Liarboss, I kind of just laugh at her when I need to. I don't talk about her. I won't let you build a platform from people getting curious about who you are, and they go over there. Yeah, I'm about to end. And they go over there to see what's going on. You better stay with Lori and Gabby, baby, because it ain't safe, and those are the only people that are gonna fucking tolerate your bitch ass. You know? It ain't gonna happen. So, I hope that you have a good day. Not her. I hope that you step on a couple of Legos. You didn't have to get the dragon fruit, if you will. You know, we appreciate stepping on a Lego barefoot. You know, barefoot. Child of God is Gabby. It's another page of hers. I appreciate y'all. I hope that everybody else has, yes, preferably, you know, Mama Gang Gang. I don't think, ooh, why is my phone blowing up? Oh, I appreciate y'all so much. It's weird. It's weird. So we're just gonna wrap up with like a feel-good song. And I'm gonna just, I hope that y'all do better. That's really all I want on this app. Some of y'all can't do it. I literally say it every day. Don't be a piece of shit. Why is it hard for y'all? Honestly, it shouldn't be this difficult for people to not be pieces of shit. Can I get some hearts in my chat for my mods who are just, they work so hard. I appreciate y'all. They're such good people too. You could never. Y'all could never. Not y'all, but you know.
We're going there. a millionaire. I'm a young money millionaire. Tougher than millionaire. My criteria compared to your career just isn't fair. I'm a venereal disease. Like
Joni, I appreciate y'all.
Been so early on the shit.
People underestimate the shit that my mods have to deal with. That's a fact.
Hours go to the almighty dollar in the almighty power of that chopper.
I was a little nervous to be live after the last one. I shut the boxes down. I was like, I'm not doing that again.
You can't beat them, then you pop them. You can't man them, then you mop them. You can't stand them, then you
Chucky, you here?
Cause we pop them like Opal Red and Vodka.
Oh!
Motherfucker,
I'm just gonna piss y'all off real quick. Let me send you a screenshot.
A million here, a million there. Sicilian with long hair, with coconut dairy gear, like smoking the thinnest air.
I gotta send it to myself.
Hoping them crackers see me like, look at that beastie. He's a beast, he's a dog, he's a motherfucking bribe. Motherfucking bribe. Nothing, you ain't scaring nothing. On some regular bullshit, call them Dennis Rodman.
Whose comments was this, yours, Ryan?
Call me on my sidekick, never answer with this private. Damn, I know.
I'm gonna shut this app off and go live my life. We can get my nails done. Yeah. Nothing. I have a bunch of messages, y'all. Give me some chance. Give me some time. I legitimately probably have like 700 DMs right now, legit. It's crazy. But I hope everybody has a good day. Yes. Don't be a piece of shit today. Danny, you're gonna leave Mask Guy Johnny alone. Alright? That's just my advice. You don't want me sniffing around. You know, I would probably pump the brakes and not say vile shit like his mother dying is fucking karma. Who says that? Y'all are nasty over there. Like, what are y'all doing? Hold on. Yeah, I saw it. Somebody is allegedly still here? Yeah, so this kind of limits me, and because I get tan so fast, I don't want to wind up with a funky ass tan line, you know? But I appreciate y'all. Most of y'all. I appreciate the ones in the chat. I know your fingers are probably numb, but I appreciate y'all. Alright? To people, Liarboss, stop lying just to make a video so you have something to say, because that's fucking embarrassing. That's embarrassing. It is hot as fuck today. That's embarrassing. The rest of y'all, I appreciate y'all. You know, I'm always going to appreciate the people that support me. I really don't get, and I know that people that don't get talked about negatively all the time, they really don't understand. I don't give a fuck what they say. I get so many screenshots of comment sections or this or that. I don't care. So don't let it affect y'all either. I don't care what people say about me. I know who I am as a human being. More than enough people know who I am as a human being. Therefore, you ain't got to lie to kick it. I know that's right. Therefore, don't let it upset you either. Okay? I hope everybody... listen, I got to check my sub server. I haven't been in there in days. Life has been lifing, if you will. But I hope everybody has a good day. And I will see y'all soon. I'm working on it. He's working on new designs as we speak. Have a good night, guys.